Welcome to the English audio thriller podcast, The Murder Matrix. Chapter 6 Hacked. While Aisha and Mr. Sharma finally reaches a truce to hack into the one clue they have got, the killer awaits the opportunity to finish his masterpiece with one last murder. Who shall win this time? Stay tuned till the end to watch the mystery unfold one by one.
Are you happy now, Aisha? Vicky cannot kill people, it seems. We could have saved Mr. Gupta, saved so many people at the pandal, had you just listened to me.
Listen to you about what? Mr. Sharma and I sat arguing in my cabin late at midnight.
I told you to check that vault. If that artificial intelligence thing is not there, our suspicion shall be confirmed and we'll track down Vicky. At least after this case, Vicky should be our prime suspect. The code matched exactly with his whiteboard. Nobody else knows about this.
Oh, okay, but how can I break?
You know, right, Aisha, it's a big responsibility I'm sharing with you. That vault contains huge power, and there are a lot of power-hungry beings out there. You're carrying a big secret, a very important one. Never trust anyone. Don't disclose the secret. Never open the vault until the world is about to end. Or else this thing shall bring the end of the world.
What should I do? I mumbled to myself.
I can't believe you're still questioning this. Where is that tough Aisha, huh? Just because it's Vicky, you don't want to take any action. You know, right, if I bring out this information to our team, everybody is gonna scrutinize you like me. I'm gonna tell them soon, I don't care about your secret.
Sir, it's dangerous, whatever is inside that. I have to make a careful decision.
Well, the thing that you're thinking so hard about is probably out of that vault already. Believe me, it's with Vicky.
Okay, then if you're so sure, why do you even want to open that vault and check? We can hunt down Vicky, right?
How? Do you know where he is? It's most likely he's not in this country, Aisha. How else do you think he would have managed to stay out of Mr. Saxena's clutches for 2 years? You think it would have been difficult for a big shot like Mr. Saxena to catch him if he was in India? And to arrest him elsewhere, to make him undergo the entire extradition process and make that country hand over the criminal to us, we need strong proof. Right now, we don't have any, except just our assumptions. You have to reveal the secret, Aisha. People need to know about this vault in order to catch him.
What do I do? I can't completely deny Mr. Sharma's suggestions. Even I would have done the same, had I been in his place. We lost Mr. Gupta. So many casualties. Deaths. Alright, I'm ready. I'll go, reopen that vault and check. I guess the time has come to let out the secret.
Alright, I'll get the team ready.
Wait, I don't need anybody to come with me. Remember, it's a secret. Why do you want to let everybody know?
Oh, so you're going to go alone to that vault? Do you even understand how dangerous it is, Aisha? Vicky says that thing can destroy the world, and you want to go to such a thing alone.
But I can't take the risk of taking the entire team as well.
Okay, fine, not the team. But I can't let you go alone. You'll be completely unarmed in front of that thing. That is, if it's still there. Zero possibility according to me, because I'm damn sure Vicky is using it. But still, I'll die of guilt for sending you there if you don't come back from that vault alive. I'll come with you.
But it's dangerous for you too.
Two are better than one. Moreover, I'm not that of a jerk to leave my teammates alone on a dangerous mission like this, especially if I'm the one motivating them to go for it. So cut the discussion and let's get moving. Where are we going?
I'll let you know as soon as the sun rises. Next day, Mr. Sharma and I had taken a full day off in order to complete our mission. So I drove back to my home early in the morning along with Mr. Sharma to discuss this matter over breakfast, stock up on some energy, and prepare for whatever I was about to see in that vault. Will I find that robot there? Or nothing? An empty vault. That vision of the vault already opened and empty gave me chills down the spine while I gobbled down the quick meal I had prepared for Mr. Sharma and myself. It's really the worst thing to expect. That shall be the last evidence to declare Vicky as the convict. Can Vicky really do this?
Are you alright, Aisha? You look pale.
No, nothing. I was just apprehensive.
I know. I understand. Me too.
We had the rest of the meal in silence. I got up to wash the dishes and returned to the hall after 15 minutes.
Okay, so where are we heading? Shall we start traveling?
Yeah, let's go. I stopped him midway as Mr. Sharma got up and advanced towards the door. You don't need to travel that far, Mr. Sharma. Just travel downstairs. I gestured to him to move aside from the carpet he stood on. As he did, I pulled it away from the center of the hall. Just plain tile covered the floor where that carpet had been lying all these days. Until I traced a pattern with my finger. The letters V and A joined together in an eccentric hexagonal figure, and the breakthrough was created. Mr. Sharma watched in awe as the tiles slid away from the center one by one to open a 2 by 2 meter chasm beneath it, revealing a staircase leading downstairs. Follow me, sir. It must be a little dark down there, so be careful. And I led the way. When Vicky and I sat down and discussed the hiding place, I figured there is nothing better than my home, because that way I can protect it as long as I wish. It was safer than Vicky's house because obviously Mr. Saxena would look there first. I don't think he was aware of my existence in Vicky's life. Moreover, my flat had a duplex setup and we could easily renovate the floor below to hide the robot. Anyhow, before that thing came into being, Vicky had created half of his workstation here, so that did not bother me much. Mr. Sharma, what happened? I looked back as I tapped the switch downstairs and the hall lit up.
I'm just amused.
He said, staring at the brightly lit hall. Bunch of computers and computer-like things lined up along both the opposite walls. Machines, gadgets, codes, binary, everything that resonates with technology was strewn across the hall. It looked like a NASA workstation, to be honest, except it was exponentially smaller in size, and instead of a rocket, we could see an oval-shaped metal chamber positioned at the end of the room. Come on, sir. The secret awaits us. I advanced slowly with Mr. Sharma's footsteps echoing behind my back. Up close, it looked like a coffin with metallic silver coating, smooth edges, and an oval shape that can barely fit a body within, except that of a robot.
So, are you going to dial the code now? You want me to look around or something? It's a secret, right?
No. The code is my fingerprints, so no worries. I pressed a small button at the bottom of the chamber and the monitor slid out. I extended my hand and pressed my 5 fingers hard on the monitor.
Access allowed.
Here it goes. The moment of truth in 1, 2, and... Leave! I felt a tight hold across my neck. Strong, muscular hands lifting me up. Leave me! Breathing fast, eyes blurred with tears. My nose covered with cloth, and I could not see anything, could not feel. No other thought flashed through my mind. The chloroform worked its way through my senses, and I fell into the bleak black darkness. I opened my eyes for a moment and shut them again. The light was too much to handle. My eyes hurt. So did my entire body, as if it had been moving for hours. But I knew it wasn't. I remembered the last few minutes. I knew I had been unconscious all this while. I looked around. All I saw was a PC on my right and the metal coffin in front, with its lid closed. I could not see if it's empty. The robot. I was in that isolated room, tied to a chair, the rope all around me. A typical scene from a thriller movie. But
Wakey, wakey, Aisha.
I saw Mr. Sharma make his way across the room with a big suitcase that he wheeled behind him. I had not seen the suitcase with him before. Looks heavy. Looks big. Big enough to accommodate that. I looked at the metallic chamber lying next to where Mr. Sharma stood now. I know that chamber is empty now.
Good that you came back to your senses soon, Aisha. I was getting quite impatient. Actually, I could have left as soon as I got this.
He pointed at the briefcase in his hands.
But how can I leave without thanking you?
So, it was you all this while? Mr. Sharma? You forced me to open the vault because you wanted that AI? Why? What are you going to do with it?
It is mine. This AI has always been mine. Yes, I was cheated and it was snatched away from me, but I paid for this project. It was my idea. I hired that traitor. I had to get it back at any cost. And unfortunately, you had to pay for it. I'm sorry, Aisha.
You are Mr. Saxena.
Yes, I'm Mr. Saxena, the engineer turned entrepreneur Vicky told you about. I funded this project, the Project Avan. But even Vicky wasn't aware that I work as an officer at the Crime Investigation Bureau. I managed to hide my identity well from my employees.
What made you come up with this crazy plan? Why do you want to control humans? You greedy, power-hungry bastard!
It was all my experience. Working here, dealing with criminals every day, I came to a realization that human emotions are the core reasons for such conducts. Humans are driven by those emotions. So if one can control that, he can control the entire human race. I mean, honestly, who doesn't like power? The idea to rule the world with your AI partner beside you sounds pretty awesome, right? So I started this project, a humanoid robot that can control humans, Avan. And I needed extraordinary people for this extraordinary idea. I found Vicky. Thankfully, he never dwelled much on my final agenda, but only focused on advancing his career after a breakthrough design like this. He wanted an opportunity, and I gave it to him. But then, that guy finally started thinking of the consequences. The ideal engineer. He should have just minded his own business, but no. That traitor hid Avan, snatched my idea, my project, my $1 million, and ran away. And the funniest coincidence? I was working with you during all those 5 years. I had never thought God would favor me this way. But you yourself blurted out everything about your ex and Vicky and how close you were 4 months back at our team dinner. And I knew instantly you are the only one that can take me to Avan. So here I am with my love, my Avan in my hands, ready to change the world.
You killed all those people for this. All the murders. It was you.
Yes, I had to create a plot to make you think Vicky has gone rogue and taken the robot out of the vault. Definitely some hard work was required. Poor guys had to give up their life for this cause. But it shall all be worth it now. You can assure them when you go to meet them in a while. But the first one, Trisha, the model who committed suicide, that was not my doing, okay? I simply decided to leverage on her eccentric suicide and begin a series of murders that can make you believe Avan is back. It was me who dabbed the invisible ink formula on the table during our first round of investigations. Then Miss Mehra came and made the work pretty easy for me. Little bit of investigation and I knew she was lying about her identity. So I killed my second target, stuffed her inside the fridge, painted the riddles and waited for Anil to return. The reason he ran and met with the accident that day when we went to search for him was not because he was the killer, but he had merely seen the dead body within and was afraid he was going to get caught under false charges for his wife's murder. Then while searching for the next victim of my masterpiece, I visited the asylum. There I found Ashok and his brother's story. Well, that one was easy. A psychopath can be easily manipulated, especially a crooked psychopath like him. I only had to strike up a deal with him to kill Mr. Ghosh and then act all innocent, like a complete memory loss about the incident. To give him a good motive, I did cook up a story about how Mr. Ghosh is torturing his brother Ankit for the money he owes Mr. Ghosh, and etc. and etc. But I had to pay loads of money along with the guarantee that he'll be acquitted very soon and then live his life as a free, wealthy man away from the asylum.
Wow, I never knew that was all an act. How well did you train him? I didn't get a clue.
I told you, right? I selected my target cautiously. He was a perfect fit. Moreover, freedom from the asylum, wealth, and opportunity to kill your brother's enemy are quite encouraging factors. Agree or not?
And Tina? What about her? You bought her too? She's not such a woman.
You are right. She is not such a woman. Because honestly, I had tried this trick initially with her too, but she did not budge. Very stubborn like you. Then what? I had to set it all myself. I killed her ex-boyfriend and brought his body to her home. You know, people who you cannot buy, you should threaten them. So I tried the blackmailing trick on her. She knew that being in the Crime Investigation Bureau, I had the power to charge her with this murder. Just make a story or two and everybody's gonna believe my statements. I can even dig up fake evidence against her. So I asked her to follow my orders one by one if she wanted to get acquitted from this crime soon. And that's what she did. I mean, of course, who wants to rot in jail forever? Moreover, it was not like she was actually killing someone in the process. That blast was not supposed to cause any harm to anybody. That dead body in the house was already dead, and the blast was only meant to make you believe the Avan story. But damn, what an actress she is. The whole crying drama she did in front of you, and the story about Avan, exactly line by line as I had asked her to say. Maybe she was actually imagining the possibility of life imprisonment at the time. Anyhow, since she helped me so much, she will be out of that lockup within 2 to 3 days. So don't worry about your friend Aisha.
How did you know about Vicky's whiteboard? How did you plan that blast?
Because when I was selecting the best candidate to build Avan, I had to look into their portfolio, right? I had seen a bunch of Vicky's previous projects in his presentation and interview, that whiteboard being one of them. Since I was quite impressed, I had asked him to make an exact thing for me. He did. So basically, I have the same thing at my home and I decided the place and date, sent the codes to everybody through an unknown number. And you were so quick, Aisha. I was expecting that if nobody cracks it, I would have to give clues, deviate the topic to Vicky's projects and all. But you did not need that. You were quick enough to realize it yourself. Good job. Then I just hired a suicide bomber in Kolkata and voila, the big blast.
Oh god, I can't believe this. How can you kill so many for this machine? You killed your own teammates in that blast. So many innocent people. Mr. Ghosh, Miss Mehra, they didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. But it hasn't ended yet. Remember? Paul Ekman gave a tally of 6 core emotions. Since I have started this game anyways, I want to end my masterpiece with a bang. 6th emotion? You are going to complete it for me. You are going to die, Aisha. I'm going to kill you out of, happiness for getting back my one. I'm going to relieve you of this big bad world as your reward. Don't worry, I'll try to make it painless.
No! He darted towards me and held me by the neck as I struggled to free myself. Slowly, he lifted the chair and shoved it towards the metal coffin.
That's where your fate lies, to die inside one of your lover's creation. How beautiful!
He untied the rope from the chair with my hands and legs still tied to each other, lifted me and pushed me inside that chamber. Open it! Open it! It was pitch black inside. No trace of light, no room for my body, no room for air. I was struggling for breath, thrashing out my feet and hands, hitting around at the walls of the coffin. Open it! Open it! Damn it! And I could hear Mr. Sharma leaving with that weapon. The world is going to come to an end. I was going to suffocate and die. In my last few minutes, I remembered Vicky, his face close to mine, beaming with joy, his hands on mine, the laughter. I'll see you on the other side of life, Vicky. Goodbye.